Hello everyone and welcome back to the events videos for Let's Play Prototype. While everybody's getting shot at the bridge crossing, we have some more events to do. We have a good amount, and another one that's kind of in the corner in the middle of nowhere. Oh well, let's go up there, I guess. But let's focus on the ones down here. So we have a kill, a movement, a war, and both types of consume events. Alright. This is a new location for the infected consume event, so we might as well go after it first. And those guys were about to shoot him out of the... Glad I got him. Hive destruction, we know what to do there. I wanted to do... well, I guess these guys aren't really needing their satellite TV. Oh, come on. Really? Is the... I guess the apartment's that cheap. Except this is New York, so it's not cheap at all. But satellite TV, come on, I don't need that. And I didn't need that either. But look at that satellite spin! Woo! That has some serious spin to it. We are gonna knock this thing out with the power of satellite reception. Power of television. Because why not? We just have to get there. There we go. Say hello, Hive. Say hello. Ah! Wonderful. Television would be proud that it has been able to serve its country. Oddly. Maybe? Oh well. Alright, that's done. And the military consume event has apparently moved spaces. And we're also done the medium difficulty infected consume events. So, we're slowly encroaching onto that hard category. The next consume event is pretty close by, so I might as well go after it. Hopefully, either this event round or the next one we'll be able to finish off the military medium difficulty, and then finally moved on to the hard. You asked, what do we have here? The answer is me. And it's web targets! Hey! More of them. How swell. One thing I actually haven't been pointing out is that doing the web targets event in the southern area is rather difficult. You get short on time by the end of it. By the time you get to this end point, you roughly have maybe about 15 seconds left on the clock. So you have to be good in your movement abilities and your speed. Alright, so there's one last consume event for the medium difficulty of military. Hopefully he'll pop up soon enough, because we're running out of main missions to do. And hey! Lucky us! We have another event that's relatively close by. Power to the people. Our next war event. Let's take a stroll over to the chaos, I guess. Being is just me, but this place is very familiar. Very familiar with this war event. Simply because of what occurs in it. So this specific war event, we're taking care of the military. However, there's a lot of military, and specifically they are, they're infantry. And surprisingly, the quickest way of taking care of the foot troops and the infantry is through conventional weapons, specifically the assault rifles or the machine guns. However, I usually find that a lot of the infantry actually carry missile launchers with them, and missile launchers are just too slow. Also, you really do not need to target each specific guy and lock onto them. All you need is to just shoot, and the guns relatively auto-aim themselves onto enemies. So this is a relatively quick way of taking care of the regular guys. The quickest I was able to find. And I do a wonderful 360 spin and more appear! Alright, machine guns are a little bit better because they have a higher ammo clip on them. Alright, down to 11 enemies. The rest of the enemies are tanks, and the tanks suck in this event. Simply because they seem to be so incredibly lightweight. The point where they go vertical. They also run away a lot, and this event can be a little bit annoying, especially when I do not have a specific ability just yet. This event can go a lot faster once I have one specific upgrade, but I haven't gotten it yet. It's available, but I'm not going to use it just yet. Because I wanted to see how fast I was able to do it. And the answer is, I'm not happy. I'll come back to this one eventually. But I really find with these tanks, they love running away from you so much. You really have to go at them from their sides, because if you're going from either end of them, they're going to be running in the opposite direction. The hunters both help and also are a detriment because of their ability to throw the tanks in multiple directions. That was some choking noises. Alright. So yeah, 2:30 is a relatively good time, but, well, not really good enough for me. I know I can do it faster, and I'll be coming back to this event once I have the particular upgrade that I need in order to take care of those tanks faster. Because there is a way of taking them down faster than just by using the blade power itself. Although the blade is just really nice, and more hunters because we're right next to a hive. Yeah, those guys are just gonna keep following me. Great! Fantastic. Once they have you, they beeline towards you. Rather annoying. But anyway, I'll leave the area, get away from them, and I was considering doing the next movement event, but I'm gonna save it for last. Instead, we're gonna go on to the other side of the city for one of the few events that have ellipsis in them. You called the Thunder? This event is actually a very special one. Not in the fact that it's over here in the middle of nowhere and I don't know why it actually is here, but the fact that it is part of a two-part event. You may have noticed in the list that there is the one right next to it is the second part of the sentence for this event. This event involves missile launchers. Missile launchers and taking care of the military. It's rather enjoyable. However, there are some difficulties to them, especially when all of the other infantry have missile launchers as well. It's really bad when the missile launchers, like, I wish they fired faster, or there was a way of increasing the speed of firing. So you have to be really careful, and hopefully the game is generous with its tank spawning abilities. Because, well, you don't want to be stuck with one tank at a time in a lot of cases. Also, movement is a good thing to do because you waste precious seconds by getting hit by missile launchers of the enemy. Right at the last second, I am able to get that tank for an extra 10 points, which is great. 127 is a fantastic score for this. So, this was technically part 1 of this event. Part 2 hopefully will be coming shortly, and we can add another couple $1 billion to our expenditure. So now it's time to head back all the way down to, well, the mission marker for the next mission. But instead, we're going to be doing some more parkour in particular, with Rooftop Runner. Now, our mission marker is right down here, but we're going to be going up there. This movement event, I really like, to be completely honest. It is a really great setup. So, here's the scenario. You have a very tight space. You have a ton of waypoints to get, and they're in a specific route. You're going to be seeing a lot of waypoints on the same screen, and you're going to be probably wanting to go to the ones you're able to see, but that is going to throw you off. This specific event really goes and tests your twitch reflexes. It's going to take you a couple tries in order to get the route down, and you really get a feeling of failure once you fall off the roof in the middle, because you waste precious seconds. Because the time for this is really tight. If you're really good, you can get a time of a little under 35 seconds, and that is still with movement upgrades that I still haven't gotten yet. So most likely I'll return to this movement event, among others, because there's a lot of them, once I have a full movement set. I kind of just wish that this movement event actually came a little bit earlier, because it's a great test of your movement abilities. But I guess a little bit later in the game, it should be more of an evaluation of how good your movement skills have become. So, great event. See you next time, and hopefully we will find more great events like this one. See you next time, everyone.